declutter as long as I can. It is now the first week of January and it is time for all the Christmas decorations to go. Am I going to miss my trees? Yes. Does my house get very sad and boring? Also yes, but the clutter needs to go. I am really gonna miss my trees though. I love them, so that's really sad, but the rest of this needs to get out of my house. I also still have some New Year's stuff up, and there's little tiny balloons from the balloon drop all over my floor I have to pop as well, so I have Christmas and New Year's to get rid of. First place is the living room. I didn't even make the couch today. The kids have been playing, I don't care. But I am gonna take the floof out of here and drag that into my bedroom so it's not in the way. One of my kids spilled something gross underneath this wreath. I don't know for how many days it's been there, but I can only say maybe about 3 or 4 because this got moved all around for Christmas and the week after. I am still trying to go through the rest of my peppermint, so I'm going to use that. I don't care if it's a Christmas scent. It smells really good. But what I want to do is wipe down each surface as I undecorate it, so that way I don't have to undecorate and then go back and then re-wipe. I'm going to miss my Stitch. I love him so much. That was a gift from my mom. That's my favorite little guy in the world. If you're new and you don't know, I have Stitch stuff everywhere, Friends stuff everywhere. I've got a purple door in my bathroom with the frame and everything. Take your batteries out of everything. And these little lights, if you wind them around it, put them in a Ziploc bag all together. I carried this bag around. You'll see it a few more times in the video. And I kept putting my string lights in there, and then they go in the container. They're not getting everywhere. They're not like getting tangled around other things or damaged. That is my favorite way to store those type of lights. When I originally decorated this mantle, you see that big piece of foliage with the red little berries on it. I was like, what am I gonna do? I only have 1 candle to fit up there, and I was gonna go and buy 2 more candles. And once we pulled out the elf on the shelf, and then we got our second elf on the shelf this year, it was perfect because there was 2 spots for them to sit each day. I don't have it where in our home the elf stays in its exact spot all day long and then moves overnight into its next spot. We don't do that because our elf does a lot of really gross things and makes messes that I have to be able to clean up. So I'm the one person in our house that can move our elf. Oh, and all of this glitter right here is from our elf's disappearance, conveniently enough, as I'm talking about them. That is one thing they do, is like poof and disappear in a big pile of glitter, and my kids look forward to it, but I don't look forward to the mess. But what I was saying about that foliage, it had 2 convenient little spots, perfect for their butts to sit on for the entire month of December. So I'm glad I didn't spend the extra money on candles this year, and I just had those 2 spots available. Now next year, knowing myself, I will put candles up there because I decorate at the beginning of November, but I might end up actually taking them down and off when the elves arrive, because I think that was actually really, really good. Conveniently enough, there's a cold front on the day I'm undecorating, so I'm getting all the windows open, getting some fresh air in here so the dust of moving all this stuff doesn't kill my nose and make me sneeze all day long. This bin right here is specific to ornaments. I have a lot of very sentimental ornaments from over the years, baby ornaments, relationship ornaments, all that stuff. So I am very careful, and I do all those first, get them off the tree, and then they kind of tear down. My next little special ones that are kind of delicate, but not really, all the way down to the ones I could just throw across the house and they'll be fine. My tree topper this year was Stitch. I found that at Walmart. It's just a little stake for outside, but I used it as a tree topper. But as far as the ornaments, I don't have the kids help me undecorate this tree. They will help me decorate it, but pulling everything off and wrapping it up and putting it back, it just takes too long and it's meticulous. So I don't actually ask for their help because I don't want them getting like, oh, come on, Mom, move your butt. I don't want that. So I just handle this tree all by myself. And then what you're going to see here is a gift that I found that got wedged down in there. And conveniently enough, it wasn't a Santa gift. It was just a mom and dad gift. And yeah, I left the tag on from Marshall's, but Gwen was excited to get another present. Holy crap, 1 down, 2 more trees to go, but this is only the first room. I'm not dismantling Chet. It's mean to me. Honestly, I have to pull his head off, pull all of his legs off. I'm not doing that on camera. So that'll be the last time you see Chet. He's getting done off camera. I'm gonna get one of the teenagers to help me drag that. First room's down, and I still can't believe I did that with the present. That's insane. It fell in between the tree stand and the tree skirt. Didn't even know it was in there. So that was a parent fail. And this in my hand is because when we pulled these out to decorate, we never labeled them last year.
as to which tree was in which bag, so I just labeled them. And I didn't even realize that you could see that I did that to poor Chet. Made him hold my container. Sorry. Bye, Chet. See you next year.
I'm thinking about switching things up for the dining room as far as the centerpiece. For the last several holidays and seasons, I've put a tray, I've put some kind of foliage, a candle, and then maybe like a little sign or salt and pepper or something like that. None of it actually ever gets used, and it just gets pushed around and moved. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting a vase, just one singular vase, putting it in the middle of the table, and either putting fake foliage or even fresh flowers for the next several weeks, and just seeing what that does, having the one vase in the middle of the table, so that way when we play games or we eat dinner or whatever's going on, we have just the one thing to move. It's not the tray where I've got to be delicate and everything falling over. We don't really burn a candle over here because we only burn the one in the living room and the one in the kitchen. So the one sitting here, it got burned on like the holidays, but then like not on the other day. So it was kind of a waste sitting here, and that one still has a lot of extra wax as opposed to the other one. So I think I'm gonna redo my table centerpiece. What do you guys have in the middle of your dining room table, if anything? The tree that's here matches the tree in the living room, and if you guys were around for when I was decorating for Christmas, I have the flocked tree in my bedroom, which you're gonna see here shortly. Well, my husband, I was fighting with it. I was like, I don't want the flock tree anymore. I want one of these. I want it to go in the room. I want all the trees to match. And I was asking if I could please get a new tree. And he said the tree wasn't broken. The tree is fine. We're not going to spend the money on a new tree. And I was like, okay, cool. Big purchases. We make agreements on things like that. And I found out when I was undecorating, he actually is in love with that flock tree. It is his favorite tree in the house. He prefers it over my other two trees. And since that is his favorite tree, clearly I'm not going to replace it. I'm going to keep using that flock tree in my bedroom for a while because he loves it so much. And I did dig that out of him when I was taking down the tree. And it has like 3 or 4 lights that aren't working. And he's talking about repairing it and everything because he really, truly adores that tree. So now I kind of feel bad that I was like begging to replace it. And he was just trying to say, you know, it's still working. It's fine. We don't need a new tree. And all this time it was because he does not want to part with that tree. So that's why the flock tree will be staying for a few more years. And actually with purchasing stuff, we made it into a game when we're out. I found it on TikTok years ago, and it's like, how high is too high? And if he wants to purchase something, he'll hold it and he'll ask me how high is too high. And I will say what I think that item is actually worth. So if it's, you know, to me, I think it's $25. If it's actually above $25, he won't buy it and he can't buy it. So if it's, you know, $32.99 or whatever, that item is out. But if it was $22.99, then technically he's safe to buy it if he wants it, because at that point, if I'm willing to play that how high is too high game, I'm giving my permission for him to spend the money regardless of what the item is. It might be something I completely don't want in the house. Doesn't matter. If we're going to agree to play that game, we're going to let the other person get the item. And we've done it so many times on different decor pieces and things for the house. We're always trying to do fun stuff to keep life interesting. Like when the babies were all little, we would rock, paper, scissors to see who was going to get the dirty diaper, or if the kid was fully covered in baby food, who was the one that was going to go take him and give him a bath. It's just, that was one of the leading things. Like even Gwen now, when we're trying to decide something, she'll come up and she'll like, are you guys going to rock, paper, scissors for that? It's just, it's the cutest thing. But we always do just random stuff to keep life interesting around here. And as well as taking down this sign, I am keeping the New Year's part, but the 2025, obviously I had to get rid of, but I did keep the other one and put it in storage.
Living room, dining room, kitchen are all done, obviously minus the floors, but all those are done. I have the entryway and the kids' bathroom, my bedroom, and I think that's it. So we're over the halfway point because all those are small.
I love this lamp. I hate putting it back together because it's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but I do love this lamp. I have no idea what I'm going to put in it for the rest of winter leading up to spring. I know spring I'm probably going to put some flowers and stuff in there, but what would you put in there for January/February time? As with changing up the dining room table, this table, it'll be the first like year-round time that I've done that lamp on the table. I got it last year right when I started decorating for fall in 2024. So I have not used it just for year-round decor, no holiday, no real seasonal project. So I have zero idea how I'm going to decorate that table. Right now, it's literally how you see it. It has the lamp and then that little thing that puts off smell. Otherwise, there's nothing. The kids' bathroom is also completely blank slate. I want to do something a little different with it, but the shelving is very thin and very short, so it's hard for me to find stuff to fit up there where the Christmas decorations were. So I've got to be a little more careful with what I put in there. And I did put the normal shower curtain back up because my kids needed to shower that night and I had to at least fix that part. This last year for my channel, my loyal subscribers and viewers, I love you guys and appreciate you so much more than you know. The ones that are commenting on every single video or even my silent watchers, you guys truly mean the absolute world to me. And I've already asked a bunch what you guys prefer to watch, what y'all like. Like right now, I'm going to keep talking to you, but I am going to go off and play music only for a little bit of this video because I know some of you enjoy that. But I'm one of those that does believe in the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. That's insanity. And with my channel, I am still trying to grow it, still trying to, make this my full-time income. And in order to do that, I need to push further and get more views. So I'm trying to figure out where exactly my channel belongs. If it is a lifestyle channel, if it is a home channel, if it is a full-blown just straight cleaning channel, and that's where I need to push only is to the cleaning side. I don't know. I'm still working that out, but I am keeping my dear, wonderful subscribers that have been with me from the get-go. I am keeping all of you in mind, so trust me, I'm not going to go changing too much. You all found my channel and love it and subscribe to it for a reason, and I'm going to stay true to that. I just really wish I could get it in front of more people and they can see what you guys see and why you guys have stayed with me for so long. I just really wish I could put it right in front of them. I don't have that ability, so I do have to work with the algorithm a little bit, but I am not going to be one of those that the channel all of a sudden is a million times different and you're wondering why you're here. I'm not doing that to you guys. I lied. You can still see Chet, but we already said bye to him. You see a tree bag over there. You see both these here. That's the ornament bin, the wreath thing, tree skirts, stitch. That is one bin. I have to get all this back out to my garage before I can do any of the floors. So this is the process I'm in right now. I also have this bin right here that I was using for kitchen stuff, but if you look up here, this is the stuff from my bedroom. And oh, that was a balloon. And that's the stuff from the kids' bathroom and the front table. I've got to fit extra in here, but this is all very delicate, and then I got to get another bin for the rest of it. But in case you were curious how I store all of it, they all have bins that either go on a shelf out in my garage or they go up in the attic. Chet has his original box. We put him in there. He goes in the attic. All the tree bags, not boxes, they go up in the attic. That's why I do not put anything with batteries or candles, anything that can melt. I have to be very careful about storing that because we're in Florida, it gets hot, and that is an attic and a garage. So I have to be very meticulous with how I pack these things up. Packing these up, I also want to show in case there's questions. These are my tree skirts. I use that as like a buffer to make sure nothing breaks. I also use kitchen towels, sheets, throw blankets, anything I can get that's Christmas themed will protect everything. I do this with Halloween too. Fast forward, it is past dinner time. I've got some dishes to do. I'll worry about that later. I want to finish up the floors, put a few throw pillows back on the couch, and just kind of get it a little more done in here for ripping everything down because the floors, there's like tumbleweeds and glitter and just stuff everywhere.
It started out like a movie scene, something straight out of a magazine. I crossed my fingers you'd come to me, then all of a sudden it became reality. Don't care about no gold, no one else to hit my phone up. None of that pretentious life. No, 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 don't need no pills to get high. There's no doubt in my mind. Your loving is all that I need.
plain, sad, and boring around here. I don't know where my year-round decor is. It's in a bin out there. I just don't think I marked it because I see nothing that says year-round. So I will have to add that in over the next couple days as I locate it so I can get this a little more decorated, put some more pictures back on the walls so it's not quite so empty and very boring in here. But at least the house is clean. I'm not doing the mopping because Connor does all of our mopping. He says I don't scrub it good enough, so fine. That's his task. I'm not doing it. It's fine. So otherwise, I'm done undecorating. Everything is already out into the garage, so the house is done. No more Christmas in here whatsoever. I even took all my mugs out of the cabinets, so it is seriously all gone. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see for the new year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.